Welcome, friends. Welcome to the Wandering Bard. We have some very special guests here in the tavern tonight. We have Mark Williams and Damaris Smith of the Tulstin Troubadours.
Hello.
Hello. And we already have a bunch of folk that recognize you, and you might recognize in the chat.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah.
Vanessa among them,
yes.
David Fetterman, and of course, April Knight, who you might know.
Yes.
Hi, April.
The other third of the three. Although
Yeah.
sometimes we are four. I should mention that. But
That's
Miss
true.
you, April.
Unfortunately, we could not have the complete set tonight due to, well, geography.
I
but-
believe she is in Portland or something at the moment.
Which is about as far across the country that one can get in a straight
I
line.
think she's
Yes.
on her way to Portland.
Yes.
Well, thank you for traveling with us, April. Oh, all right.
Thanks, April.
Nice.
Love you too, April.
And the disavowals come thick and fast. Well, hey, we've got a really fun show tonight. We've got a bunch of really cool medieval music, and a lot of it should be familiar to those of you who have already said hello in the chat. But, oh, hey, Heather. A corntastic day? Well, not really, but we can work on that. The night is young. Yeah, sure. Anyway, so here we are, and if you are new, do say hi in the chat and give the channel a follow. And while you're at it, why don't you share the program so other folks can join the party? Because, you know, it's dangerous out there to go alone.
Oh, yes.
Do not split the party.
Do not split the party, which, oddly enough, the current party that Lori and I are in, it happens all the time, and we're the biggest offenders. We both play rangers, and we're the only ones with any stealth in the party. So we've done a lot of scouting, often unilaterally. It's kind of fun, actually. I'm not normally the button pusher. Anyway, we have more music for you. Mais bois en jus à boire. Quand je vends du vin clairé, à mi tout tourner, tourner. Aussi des amis, je bois en jus à boire. Chantons et mouvons, c'est le grand fait dans la guerre. Chantons et mouvons, mes amis, mouvons. Chantons et mouvons, c'est le grand fait dans la guerre. Chantons et mouvons, mes amis, mouvons. But there are wine emotes, April. You just have to look.
In your phone.
Uh-huh.
Using your phone.
I mean, we'll take that. I mean, it's not only a tankard, it's also Hearthstone. I haven't played it lately. The balance was a little, but it was fun for a minute. Oh, she found the mice.
Oh dear.
April found the animated mice.
Oh.
They're clapping. Oh no, they're elephants. It's better than that.
It's elephants.
Well, you know, they're very small, and
I mean, I suppose
It
it could
grows.
be worse. It could be pink elephants.
that's true.
Yes.
Although for style points,
Yes. If you can be a pink elephant, always be a pink elephant.
Delirium Tremens still has one of the nicest bottle designs.
Yes, I've seen that one.
Yeah, nice
Yeah.
Belgian white, simple blue label, pink elephant, nice Art Nouveau font.
Truly classy.
Yes, thank you, Vanessa. We caught that.
Oh, changing instruments, aren't I?
Oh yes, check our copious notes. Well, Damaris, I think this is your turn to start.
Oh dear.
Yes.
I don't know that we should let me drive.
It's fine.
Just remember, do not run quickly from the big snake.
Nobody gets that joke but us.
So we're going to play Cantiga 166, but it was actually in the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Right.
Right as he's about to kill the big snake.
The very first one.
Right.
Right.
And we tend to rush it sometimes, but that's because there's a big snake involved.
I mean, but if you stay calm, you might not, like,
Wake it.
you might not, or you might not agitate it if it is awake.
Excellent, yeah.
I mean, sudden movements.
Yeah.
It might
Sweating.
just...
Anyway.
Deposedos a los fetos con esta enfermedade a tan grande que había prometió que se eriza en salas drogaría en lugar livrar y quiera cada niño enfermería e a tantos apostar och som är seder concretos, assi på den bella virgin, deposedos años fetos.
That's nice.
We got away from the big
The big
snake.
snake.
We survived!
Oh, the damned evil Thulsa Foundation.
Yes.
So I guess right from that to what Mr. Alex Karlov refers to as the oldest extant prison blues.
Yeah.
I mean,
You don't get the same effect when you're doing a tankard across the bars, but it's you
are you
clank,
sure?
clank, 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 clank.
I mean, but we
Yeah.
can do one of these.
Yeah.
Oh.
There, yeah.
It's a dull clank, but we can do it. All right, so adventure points number 1, if you're following along at home, we got away from the big snake, thwarting Thulsa Doom, and Ronasan has popped in. So if you don't know his show, he does a lot of really cool, like Turkish
Oh, wonderful.
Oh,
traditional music.
wait,
You
that's
know him.
we know him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he says he knows you.
Yeah,
so.
we do. I didn't
Hi.
recognize that. Hello.
Yeah, you got it in one, of course, David. So one of our regulars, Mr. David Fetterman,
Yes.
is a pretty heavy monster player himself, an arranger, and has a lot of excellent musical knowledge. So he's already guessed that Je nous en prie is what is up next. So, without further ado, Je nous en prie, ne dira sa raison. À toi tellement, c'est dolent maintenant. Mais pas comme faut peut-il faire de chansons. Nous tes amis, mes pauvres sont les dons. En demeurant, c'est pour ma réaction. Suis cette s'il vous plaît. Ça c'est vraiment bien mis en mes parents. Anglais, normand, pointeur, et gascon. Que je n'avoue si pauvre compagnon, qui je le sasse pour avoir en prison. Je ne dis pas pour nous la retraçons, mais encore suis-je pris. Je nous en prie, ne dira sa raison. Adouettement, c'est dolent mon nom. Mais pas comme faute, peut-il faire de chansons. Nous tes amis, mes pauvres sont les dons. That is nice.
He may not have been the best king, but he wrote a good song.
I mean, as it turns out, getting ganked on the way home from the Crusades is kind of good for the artistic process.
It does. I guess the true suffering artist.
Sure,
Right.
right. So here I am rotting away in jail, and those assholes that I call my nobles haven't bailed me out. Great, now what? Well, I guess I'll just have to party here for a couple of years.
Such sorrow.
I know.
Although you've talked to me a lot about his life in prison. And
It was fairly posh.
Mm-hmm.
He is
From
a king.
all accounts.
And it is good to be the king.
It is.
As the great historian Mel Brooks has taught us.
All right. Yeah. No.
Well, hey, this is probably as good a place as any to talk about, what's up with the Tulstin Troubadours? Do you want to... Because not everybody knows you.
No.
So,
Well,
hopefully...
why not?
Well, as it turns out, we're limited in time and space to only so much time
Right.
and so much space.
Everybody needs a TARDIS.
Actually, no. I think
No,
that would be a
no,
terrible
it would
idea
be
for
terrible.
some people. But for those fine folks at home that maybe don't know the Tulstin Troubadours, maybe tell people a little about what it is that you do and what fairs you're normally at.
Well, normally there's at least 3 of us. This year, James has been joining us at many sets and at Sherwood Forest Fair, and we've also played at the Oklahoma Renaissance Fair in the past, and we've played at the Hogtown Renaissance Festival on trumpet. It's a little
Delightful
different.
festival.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is a wonderful festival. And we do a lot of medieval and Renaissance tunes. We've been focusing more on the medieval lately. So it's a lot of fun. And we are about to do something not medieval at all. It's going to be the Tournament of Defense, which is going to be on November 5th over in Belleville, Texas. And me and April will be there, so it'll be a different 2/3 there.
I will not be.
She will be at Louisiana Renaissance Festival. And
Pardon me.
You're all right over there.
Jokes are a choking hazard, evidently. So here we are.
Actually, no. I'm quite sad to not be at the festival.
right, yeah.
So, it sounds like a lot of fun.
It does, and I'm sad that I'm going to have to leave immediately to join you at Louisiana Festival on Sunday, but
It was not a very happy choice because I'm choosing between a festival that I dearly love and a festival that sounds absolutely wonderful.
a new one that you've never
A new one that I've
experienced,
never
yeah.
experienced.
Yeah, and that'll be a lot more. They're doing all period associated with the rapier, so it's Renaissance and later. So we get to play with a lot of music that we don't get to do a lot of times because we try and sort of stick within the bounds of what festival we're at.
Yeah. You told me a little while ago that at Sherwood this year you tried to limit everything to that year, right?
Right, we did. When we found out, a lot of people say there's not a lot of medieval music. It's like there actually is, not
So
in
much
comparison.
medieval music.
Sure.
But there's a lot, and we realized, well, if you're doing King Richard, a lot of the music that does exist is about the characters that are around. So we were actually able to do songs about cast members, keep it within the year of the scenario, which at Sherwood progresses from year to year. Starts 1189 and goes to 1198 or 1199. I get confused. It goes to when Richard
99.
is just about to pass.
1199.
And
Goes
then,
to 11.
yes, it goes to 11. And apparently King Richard at that festival is a Time Lord because he regenerates every cycle, and comes back.
But no, there's at least the one set of the day that we do that is songs that are appropriate to the
That year.
of the festival.
Which was fun just to see if we could do it. It was a
Yeah.
challenge, and now it's like, okay, now we've got to do it every year. That's
Well,
more
I mean-
interesting, yes.
Well,
Yeah. Well, the bar has been raised.
Yeah.
And if you know us at all, you know that we like playing brain games like that, and that's what it was more than anything. Was this really fun game? Can we do it? Yes, we can.
Very cool.
And, we play medieval instruments. This is actually, I've stolen my wife's citole.
Stop my
Or
citole.
in-
How dare you thief.
Italian citole. It's very tasty. Citole.
Nice
I
to
like
totally
that. I like that.
Then I was playing Rebec earlier.
No, that's good. I'd like some lasagna. No, with the chitole, please.
Yes. And then a musician comes over to the table. It's all ready. Perfect.
Oh my gosh, that would be the best thing ever. You've ruined Italian food for me now. Darn you.
It's not just about mandolins
No.
and concertinas.
No?
No.
So much more.
Is that what people think it's about?
We can say anything we want.
Sotto voce. Is that what it's all about? Anyway. Although I guess we're going back to Cantiga.
Well, I mean, and why not?
Well, and apparently they're related too, because Eleanor is the grandmother of King Alfonso the Wise, or the great grandmother. I did not get enough sleep this weekend, so double check me on that.
Oh, they will.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
They will.
By marriage, her daughter married into the royal family down there in Castile and Leon. And we're doing what? 353?
Yeah.
Tell us
The
about-
holy hand grenade of
Yes.
all cantigas tells the story of a young boy who's concerned that the statue in the room next door, who he doesn't think is a statue but another starving boy, is not being fed. And when he says that to the abbot who is caring for him, the abbot says, "What kid are you talking about?" So they go into the next room, and it turns out little guy's been talking to the statue of the Christ child, who says, "Oh, tomorrow you're going to be guests at a banquet at my father's house." So they get to die, which, as it turns out, was not a terrible thing to tell somebody in the Middle Ages.
The miracle was everyone died at the same time. All the main characters.
Pretty much.
That's how they all died.
Yep. I kind of like the story for 119 the best.
Yes.
You know. Right, because there's a fun moral to it. There's less of a fun moral to this. Religious visions, they're just rife with all kinds of grisly ends. Did you want to start this one, Mark?
Oh, am I starting this
I
one?
think you start this one.
All right. descio filo andar, deve essere un riparato, non so ben che non ampar. Santa Maria!
Santa Maria!
We have a lot of that in the chat.
Yeah. You have to. You have
Yes.
It's required.
to. It's just. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, as Mark switches out another instrument, so right now y'all are working at Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair,
Yes.
and it's so cool to have you guys there. But it's kind of like Parf, I don't think, knows what they're missing by not having you playing.
I appreciate that.
It's always interesting at Renaissance Festival because at Louisiana I've run into this as well because I work in a music shop there. And some of the people come in and play on the guitars, and everyone at Renaissance Festival is talented. Absolutely everyone. And there'll be shop owners that come in and play music that just blows you away, and you don't get to hear that in the lanes sometimes. And then, like musicians, occasionally you'll see them doing things that you didn't expect them to do. I mean, we just left Amanda Kitchens practicing juggling when we came over here. She was out in
great.
the
Yeah.
camp.
Oh, that reminds me. So, friends,
So,
taking advantage of the time and space where people are magically overlapping in time and space, Amanda is coming into her last weekend at Parf. And in order that we get a chance to get her here at the Wandering Bard, we are doing a special Wednesday night show this week at the usual 8 p.m. Eastern Time. But Amanda will be here on Wednesday. So we're really, Lori and I are really excited to have her here. So if you got to be around last year, there were some really magical moments with Amanda and I playing. I thought they were. I really loved playing with her.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Amanda
Yeah.
She's great.
can
Very
do a
talented.
lot of stuff.
A lot of things.
I think that's one of the things that I love the most about Ren Fairs. Like, people are good at a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But it's always fun to find the thing that they're both good at and exceedingly passionate about. Not just sort of like, well, this is the niche that I found, and this is where entertainment directors hire us.
Yes.
Like, one of my favorite moments at Penzic was getting to hear Sam and Santiago Tinker just playing
Oh, yeah.
with
It's
you
amazing,
and
yeah.
Eric and Al
Yeah.
and Michael and Sick.
They're,
And
yeah,
it was-
they're amazing, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, really exciting. Anyway,
They're both, well, the Tinkers, they're again an example of people who are talented in many different areas. And you don't see all of those areas on stage.
no.
No.
Although
really
you get to see
A lot.
you get to see glimpses of what
Yeah.
all of them can do to an extent, but like the level of musicality and dexterity is not as fully on display. So it's cool to see those moments when Well, okay, so a question that I ask the folk that are here now, what's something that both of you like see as really special about Pennsylvania in particular? Because you guys get to play at a bunch of festivals around the country, and they're all special, and they all have like really cool bits. But what's like one of the things that you think of as like particularly important or cool about Pennsylvania?
I mean, every festival, I love the patrons have, but they're all different a little bit. And it's
Yeah.
always, they have a different character, and the people are just very, they come to enjoy themselves there, and that's just... we get to see that as merchants. And last year, I was both working as merchant and performing on stage.
Yeah.
So with the Wine and Alchemy, and the people are just enjoying themselves. And the finale and song is always just amazing to see that audience out in front of you.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love the cast at this
Oh,
festival.
yes.
They're all so much fun. Everyone that I've interacted with has been great.
Yeah, it's a good crew.
Just wonderful.
Yeah.
And this particular festival has an interesting type of magic to it that you don't always find everywhere else. Like individual festivals will have their own special brand of magic, but this one, for me personally, sings in a certain way that's really nice.
I think part of it is just the length of run. It's allowed to, you can have it grow into its full fruition every season.
Yeah.
And sometimes festivals are just getting going and it's the end of the run. And this one has a little bit more time to mature as a wine at a winery now.
Well, I know part of the cast usually starts rehearsing in April, like end of April, beginning of May, and then they're joined by the rest of the cast by July.
Okay.
And a couple of the independents that are, like, because of the nature of their shows, kind of interlaced with like the plot, they'll start showing up then too. So we've got, like, before we even open, the cast has at minimum had a month of like very close work with each other, which is pretty great.
Yeah, it is.
So, yeah. I'm trying to catch up. Is there anything that we missed in chat? No, we're cool? Well, I mean, we do have a bit more music.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
we did.
I mean...
Wow, yeah. We did bring all of these instruments, might as well.
And we're
So many instruments.
we're being a little preemptive just because it's that cool of a song.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I feel like the sentiment of, like, peace and celebration are never wasted,
No.
right? So, all hail to the days that merit more praise than all the rest of the year, and welcome the nights that double delights, as well for the poor as the peer. Sweet blessings attend each merry man's friend, that doth but the best that he may, forgetting old wrongs with poems and songs to drive the cold winter away. 'Tis ill for the mind to anger incline, to think of small injuries now. If wrath be to seek, don't lend her thy cheek, don't let her inhabit thy brow. Cross out of thy books malevolent looks, both beauty and youth's decay, and spend the long nights in honest delights to drive the cold winter away. This time of the year is spent in good cheer, with neighbors together to meet, to sit by the fire with friendly desire, with others in love to greet. All grudges forgot, all put in the pot, all sorrows aside they lay. The old and the young doth carol this song to drive the cold winter away. All hail to the days that merit more praise than all the rest of the year, and welcome the nights that double delights, as well for the poor as the peer. Sweet blessings attend each merry man's friend, that doth but the best that he may, forgetting old wrongs with poems and songs to drive the cold winter away.
I love that one. It's one
Yeah.
of my favorites.
It is nice. It's just fun to sing the poetry of, like, the lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very nice.
We did just officially enter fall very recently, so.
We did. And I saw a meme today that said that, well, it looks like summer checked out and left the building, like punched out and left the building like right away. Because Saturday, like every festival day has been chilly.
Yeah.
I mean, has been really hot. I'm sorry, up till now. Switch that. And then, Saturday, I'm sitting there waiting for morning meeting and like really regretting that I didn't layer up a little better. So, yes, black cats on black backgrounds are stealthy.
Sneaky.
Yes.
Sneaky.
That's the bald head helps show this a little bit. I could have worn a black hat and that would have just been.
Oh,
I mean-
yeah.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah.
I don't think everybody knows that his name is Cat.
Well, hey,
Like
so
they do now.
Multiple things.
multiple things?
Yeah, sharing and
Oh, yeah. Hey, friends.
Yeah.
Welcome to The Wandering Bard. I'm Jeremy Grafe, and tonight I have been joined by Mark Williams and Damaris Smith of the Tulstin Troubadours. If you're new, do give us a follow and share, because this VOD is going to be up on Twitch for 2 weeks. So, let other people know what's cool about a Monday night. And don't forget, Wednesday night, Amanda Kitchens is going to be right here on The Wandering Bard at 8 p.m. Eastern. We will have a very special show for you. I know we'll be doing a few of her originals, a few of my originals, and a few very non-Renaissance covers. So that one, once the VOD goes down, you will not be able to find that on YouTube unless you are a subscriber to jeremygrafemusic.com. So thank you to all the subscribers, both here on Twitch and on the website. These are the things that make it possible for us to keep paying for the software to do to do these streams. Like, as it turns out, none of this stuff is free. And we're so thankful for those of you who are partnering with us. And of course, this is also the moment in the show where I have good news and bad news. So bad news first. We only have one more song.
Oh.
But we have good news. We've got one more song.
Yay!
surprise.
And
You gonna set it up?
we're going to set it up. You should all recognize this one. This is a beloved tune that many of you who have been to Renaissance fairs know. You've heard many of your favorites sing it, or rather play it. And there are a lot of different lyrics for this on a lot of different broadsheets. But we have a very special lyric sheet for you tonight. 'Twas brillig and the slave, he toasted Gyre and Gimble in the wave. All mimsy were the borogold, and the moon rise of grey. Beware the Jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the Jub bird, and shun the furious Bandersnatch. He took his vorpal sword in hand, long time the manxome foe he sought. So rested he by the tum-tum tree, and stood a while in thought. And as in a fish thought he stood, the Jabberwock with eyes of flame came whistling through the tulgey wood, and burrowed as it came. One, two, and through the vorpal blade went snicker-snack. He left it dead and with its head he went galumphing back. And hast thou slain the Jabberwock, come to my arms, my beamish boy. Oh, from your stay, Callooh, he chortled in his joy. 'twas brillig and the slidey toes did gyre and gimble in the way. All mimsy were the borogoves, and mama brass out great.
Yes. Now, are those the original lyrics to the song?
Yep,
Excellent.
sure are. Well, hey, friends, thanks so much for tuning into The Wandering Bard. My guests tonight have been Mark and Damaris. Of course, House Elf 1 is behind the bar, taking care of all of your drink orders.
Thank you.
Well, folks, I hope I will see you Wednesday night at 8. Until then, love you all. Good night.
Good night.
Night.